Hi guys, today I will be sharing how to make special ube egg pie. This is 1 cup of plain flour, 65 grams of cold butter, 1 egg yolk, half a teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and 3 tablespoons of cold water. So to begin, combine the cold butter and the plain flour. Using a pastry blender, break down the butter until it is into very small chunks. If you don't have a pastry blender, you can use your hands to do this process. Just make sure that you don't touch the butter for too long, that the butter starts melting in your hands because our hands is quite warm. So this is how you do it when you use your hands. So feel the butter, rub it against your thumb and the flour. Once you feel that the mixture is grainy, then it's ready. Now we're going to add the salt and sugar. Give this a quick mix. Then in the center, drop in the egg yolks and mix again. Now we're going to add 2 tablespoons of water first. Give it a mix. And then add the final 1 tablespoon. So all in all, we use 3 tablespoons of cold water. At this point, I'm going to press the mixture together. I'm not kneading yet. I just want the pastry to come together. Once it comes together into a ball, I will lightly knead this. Very lightly because we don't want to break down the butter, because we want the pastry to be very flaky. Now, cover this with cling wrap. Flatten the dough into this so it will be easier to roll this later. And then we're going to let this rest in the fridge for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, the dough is ready. But before that, I'm going to prepare my pie glass or pie tin. Grease the pie tin with oil. So here I'm going to use a rolling pin to flatten my dough. I'll call this a dough for now. So roll it until it fits the size of your pie glass, pie tin, or pie mold, whatever mold you use. This crust is quite thin. If you want a thick crust, you're going to have to blind bake this. But this is very thin, so we don't need to blind bake the pastry. So measure the crust if it fits the pie tin. Again, like I said, this is quite thin. I like it thin. So it fits now. So I'm just going to transfer the pastry dough into the pie tin. If you find that your pastry dough is getting soft, just place it back in the fridge to harden again, because it might be tricky to transfer this. If it's warm, it will be very sticky. So it's winter here, so it's easier for me to do it. But if you find that it's getting too sticky, put it back in the fridge. So evenly distribute the pastry dough into the tin. Now tidy the side of the dough. Now we're going to crimp the top of the dough. So just use your fingers to do the design, but this is optional. Done with the crimping method, you can let this rest in the fridge. But I want it to be special, so I'm adding 4 tablespoons of ube halaya. If you want to know how to make ube halaya, I'll put in the description box how to do it. So evenly distribute the ube on the bottom and on the side of the pie. Just don't make the ube halaya reach the top, just in the middle part of the pastry. So once you're done with this, put this in the fridge while we make the filling. 1 can of evaporated milk, 1/4 cup of water, 1 cup of sugar, 1.5 tablespoons of cornflour or cornstarch, 2 teaspoons of ube flavoring. We need 3 eggs, and then we have 1 egg here that we will separate the egg yolks from the egg whites. I will show you to make it clear. So here, I'm going to remove the egg white from 1 egg. Set the egg white aside, then crack in the rest of the egg. So all in all, we have 3 eggs and 1 egg yolk for the filling. So we're going to scald the milk. Scalding means is heating up the milk, but we don't want the milk to boil. So combine the water and the evaporated milk. And then let this heat up slowly. Again, we don't want the milk to boil. While that is happening, we're going to combine the eggs and the sugar. Whisk until everything is well combined and most of the sugar is dissolved. Add the corn flour or cornstarch. As you can see, the milk is hot now, but it's not boiling yet. That's the perfect time to combine the eggs and the milk. Slowly add the milk while stirring continuously. We don't want the eggs to curdle. At this point, we're going to add 2 teaspoons of ube flavoring or ube extract. We're going to set this aside. Now we're going to whisk the egg whites until it reaches soft peak stage. Just like this. Combine the egg whites through the milk egg mixture. Now lightly mix this. And this is now ready. By the way, your oven should be preheated at 180 degrees Celsius. Then transfer the filling into the pie crust. And we're going to bake this in a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius for about 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, you're going to lower the temperature of your oven to 160 degrees Celsius and bake this for about 1 hour to 1 hour 15 minutes or until the center is set. For the top not to burn, once you lower the temperature, cover the top with aluminum foil. And this is what it looks like after baking. Let it cool down completely before cutting this. For me, I want to take it out of the pie crust, so I let it sit overnight. So this is the next day now. Run the spatula on the edge of the pie. You don't need to do this. This is just for me so I can show you the finished product. So I flip the egg pie upside down to release the pie from the mold. If you're not brave enough, don't do this. Your egg pie might fall apart. So this is the finished product. I hope you give this a try. This is really good. And just to show you what it looks like inside once you cut the egg pie, it is really important for the egg pie to be cold so you can slice it neatly. So this has sit overnight to be sure. And this is our egg pie. This is so good. I can guarantee that you're going to love this. You can see the layer. You can see the crust, the ube halaya, and the egg pie filling. So I hope you give this a try. And for some more close-up look. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next week. I hope you do follow me on Facebook. I'll put the link in the description box below. Thanks you again. Bye.